G'day Spurs fans, Paul Hotspur hippie here. The only psychedelic soccer show on the internet. It's not that bloody psychedelic really. I'm just sitting in my car again. Bit of a miserable day, bit slow. So I thought I'd chat a bit of Spurs. But apart from Spurs, FFP. Yes, the bean counters at the Premier League have been action. And it's not a lot really, is it? It's just Nottingham Forest and Everton. And both of them are kind of have a bit of sympathy with, not just on the fan side, but if you look at Everton, for example. So they got done their 10 points for an infraction, and then the rules have changed so that people have got to put their accounts in early. So they're going to get done again for an infraction in the following year, but they're going to cop the points in the same year. And I kind of think, I'm no Everton fan, believe you and me, but 20 points in 1 year is a lot harder to swallow than 10 points in 2 different years. So I don't know about that one. And the other one, Nottingham Forest. I said this the other day, but I think there should be wiggle room, not for when an ownership change is over. I heard old Simon Jordan going on about that this morning. When someone comes in and buys a football club, they need a bit of a wiggle room to change the business so it suits them. Well, Simon, I know you rich toffs who hate fans, because I know you hate the fans. You're always bemoaning us. You want a bit of a wiggle room for your posh friends, but I don't buy that one. Like I say, if you have rules like that, sooner or later someone's wife or spouse or kids are going to take over a football club just to spend more money on it. I think there should be a little bit of a wiggle room for a championship club coming into the Premiership. I don't know how much. I haven't thought it through, but that would make sense, because how else are you going to survive? It's very difficult if you can't refresh your squad. There is a big standard difference between the Championship and the Premier League. So I feel a bit for Nottingham Forest, and a little bit for Everton, but for different reasons. But meanwhile, of course, the big cheats in town, the nouveau riche clubs of Chelsea and Manchester City, seem to be just skating around scot-free. Looks a bit like Premier League make these rules to stop this sort of thing happening only after the rich people have got in, or richer clubs have gone in and used all the loopholes and exploited everything for their own benefit. It's like, oh, well, we at Manchester City and Chelsea can do it, but we don't want anyone else catching up. So bugger off, Newcastle. You can't have a seat at the table. You've got to do it the old-fashioned way by, how's that? Oh, yeah, having lots of fans and being an exciting proposition for people that are interested in football all around the world. T-shirt sales, program sales, any old bit of tat that you can stick your club name on. If people buy it because they want to support their club, then that's how you get to be a big club. And I would have thought, I don't know for sure, but I've got a feeling that the natural state of Newcastle United is larger than that of Manchester City. But they can't do what they can, while Manchester City could do what they did. And now they're big enough that they can, spend a bit of money anyway. But if FFP rules are to be adhered to, I think it's only a matter of time. I don't know how long it will be, but 2, 3, 4 years, as the current squad of Manchester City players age and have to be flogged off and refreshed, where are they going to get the money from? Where is Manchester City's revenue from? The bulk of it comes from local fans for a club. They have got a worldwide presence, as do Chelsea, because, if you're, in some other part of the world and you want to get into the Premier League and you haven't really looked at the history, and you don't really care for that matter about the history, which I'm not saying is a bad thing, I'm not judging, then you're probably going to go for a team like Chelsea or Manchester City. So they've already cheated their way not only to umpteen trophies, but they've cheated their way to artificially increasing their fan base, and no one else has got the chance to do that. Not that I'm saying that anyone else should have the chance to do that, but the whole thing's bent and it's all unfair. All I hear is that it'll take years to punish Manchester City because of lawyers, and I don't buy that. I don't buy that. Lawyers, money, it's just buggering the game up, isn't it? That and gambling, it's all sodding it all up. But speaking of trophies, Thierry Henry had a little funny quip. Oh, bless him, he's a funny man, isn't he? He was collecting a trophy on behalf of thought that was a parking inspector. I think I'm all right. I've only just pulled up here. Bloody hell, they're eager, aren't they? It's lucky they wear high vis. They don't wear camo. Thierry Henry, funny man. When he was collecting some sort of FIFA Player of the Year award on behalf of Lionel Messi, a person he's not fit to lick the boots of, said, "Oh, you're a Spurs fan. Oh, you better hold this. You never get your help. You never get a chance to lift the trophy." It's like, well, what would you have said if it was an Irish fan there, Thierry Henry? And after you said it, I hope you would have a chauffeur, quick smart, to help you and pick your teeth up off the floor. You cheating mongrel. Absolutely classless. But there we go. I'm sure all the Arsenal fans love it. It's not like it's highbrow comedy, isn't it? Oh, Tottenham don't win trophies. I haven't heard that one before. Anyway, enough about Plumstead United and all their crap. It looks like a few people are praising Spurs a bit more after our performance against Manchester United, which is, I'm kind of ambivalent about it, really. I don't care if when they criticise us, and when they praise us, I kind of just think, well, you're jumping on the bandwagon now. It's too late. The Ange Postecoglou woo has left the station, destination glory, and you're still, trying to get your block of Cadbury chocolate out of the machine that's just nicked your money. And now you want to come along. Oh, yeah, Ange is great. Anyway, that's nice. We have got a nice break, 11-day break. And Ange, apparently, according to Ali Gold, has said, no, I don't want to take these players for warm weather training. We're going to stay here at Hotspur Way. And that to me makes perfect sense. Because if warm weather training means going off to Dubai and having a $10,000 steak like Arteta and probably some of his underlings at Arsenal, or maybe that's the way Arteta runs the club. I'll have the steak. Thank you, Arsenal fans. Thank you for your money. Was he the only one? No, we've only got 10,000 spare on this holiday. I'm going to have a bleeding steak. You lot can piss off. Or was it all of Arsenal? Imagine that. I mean, what, you got a squad of 25, maybe another 25 staff, so that's 50. You're talking about $500,000 in steak. Good luck to Arsenal next time they put the season ticket prices up. Just rest assured that your hard-earned cash is going straight into the nutritional needs of your gaffer, staff, and coaches and players. Lovely. But Ange is having none of that. No. We're keeping it real at Tottenham Hotspur. We ain't going farting off around the world. If we're playing in a cold country, we're going to stay in a cold country. I don't give a shit. So well done, Ange Postecoglou. But yeah, we're getting a few plaudits. I'm feeling better about the game. We've got to wait a while before all the other Muppets play and see if we're going to lose or gain points. Speaking of which, it's time for the Hotspur Hippie Dreamometer. There's been changes. One up, one down. Now, Manchester United last year, we lost. So this year we drew. So that's a gain of 1 point. So we're up to 73 points on the left-hand side. We've gained 13 points over equivalent fixtures last year. Not a bad job for just being just past the halfway point of the season, which kind of implies we're heading towards the high 80s by the end of the season. And on the right-hand side, the pro rata points gained is also coincidentally at 73. It's a complete coincidence. That's if you take the number of points, divide it by the number of games and multiply it by 38. That is also heading towards 73. But as usual, I expect those numbers to keep rising. But so far, it's an indicator that Tottenham Hotspur are in not only a better season than last year, but the season before as well. Things are looking up, onwards and upwards for Tottenham Hotspur. Anyway, folks, I'll catch you later. Cool, it's raining here. Welcome to sunny Sydney. Peace and love, man. Peace and love. And come on, you Spurs.